everyone, thank you so much for coming out to another episode of Roast Yourself. Ba 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 ba. Guys, I don't have music for theme songs, so we sing everything on this show. How is everyone doing tonight?
Yeah.
That is what I want. I love yes. How's everyone doing? Yeah, I'm doing yeah. That's my new favorite joke that I'm ever going to say. So what Roast Yourself is, it's a self-deprecating game show. Normally it's a game show. Tonight we're going to strip it down a little bit. Tonight is the acoustic version. Guys, I won't ever do that again. I'm sorry. So what we're doing tonight, first off, we're going to roast an audience member. I'm going to show a 2-minute video, and then we're going to roast the shit out of an audience member. Is everyone ready for that? We'll edit all of that.
Hey Paul, thank you so much for being here. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. What have you got me into?
Yeah, are you ready to be roasted?
I can't wait. It's been a dream of mine since I was a little fat bastard in that picture I sent you.
How old were you in this picture?
I think I was 3 or 4, so I still have the same mental age, but I have grown a little bit.
Was this like a special occasion, like a birthday, or just like a random day?
There's actually no specific reference to that picture other than it looks as though I had just received a beating from my stepfather. So it may have been to celebrate that.
But you were happy about getting this beating, it looks like.
Yeah.
What's on your shirt?
I'm not sure if you picked up the accent, but it's not California, it's Scotland. But yeah, so it's a Scottish flag. Scottish dragon. I think there's no reference to that picture on its own, but I did recently get lost at sea. That happened just previous to that picture.
You got lost at sea recently?
No, when I was 3 years old, the family gave me a rubber dinghy and left me alone on the beach. I floated about a mile out to sea. My grandfather had to swim out and save me.
That sounds traumatic. Do you think about that every day?
No, but every time I watch Titanic, I think it reminds me of that time.
That could have been you on the Titanic on your little rubber dinghy. So in this picture, what are you holding?
It's a beach ball. I think that's a reference to the rubber dinghy.
So do you think they sent you out to sea on purpose, or like get rid of this guy?
I think so. Yeah. I think my family have been trying to get rid of me ever since I was born.
And this haircut, what would you call that if there was a name for this?
That was before punk rock came into fashion. I think
Off limits for the comedians to roast.
Do we have video? Absolutely not. Full comedic license to anyone who's willing to roast that little fat guy. Yeah, my stepfather was a bit of a These guys are top quality roasters.
They're pretty good, so you're going to get it good.
Are you guys top quality roasters?
I am.
Jack is. Is anyone else a top quality roaster?
I'm aiming for medium quality, but we'll see. Yeah, you might be pleasantly surprised with top.
Kristin, are you top quality or just meh quality?
I'm just happy to be here, you know?
Oh, okay. All right. Let's get the roasting started. All right, Freddy.
So yeah, he was when he was a kid, oh man, he was like, I was 3 to 4. I'm like, I bet now you're 3 to 400 pounds. Dude, yeah. He's a chubby Scottish kid. He looks like Huey, Dewey plus Louie all in one.
Jack.
Paul Fay, more like Paul Fatay. Looks like he's got like his daily dose of friggin' beach ball for breakfast. It's like, can I get some haggis, and I'm gonna wash it down with a beach ball.
Kristin.
You know how like when there's last call at a bar and like everyone couples up except for like the really ugly people? That's like this kid at last call at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, I mean, he said that's the Scottish flag on his shirt, and it's got a dragon. It looks like that dragon's holding a trophy, and I'm betting more specifically that's the last trophy this guy ever got.
Oh, Kristin.
He mentioned something about the Titanic. I think he was what sunk the Titanic, actually.
Freddy, did you have your hand up?
Oh, yeah, that was not a little dinghy. And the hour he spent on that dinghy was the only hour of his childhood that he wasn't eating for.
Kristin.
He referred to himself as a little fat bastard, and that just hurt my soul. I think he's more of just like a chubby kid whose father didn't love him.
I got one.
Great, Jack.
So they put him on a rubber raft, huh? Sounds like a changeling to me. That kid's a fae. Kill him. Send him back to Fairy Town.
Freddie, did you have one?
Oh yeah, the haircut. I didn't think it was very punk rock. Maybe a punk rock reboot of the Brady Bunch. Can we roast him now, or we're only talking about him in the past?
You could do now too.
Oh, okay, yeah. He looks like an unemployed Robert Downey Jr. I noticed he's sitting on a gaming chair because he wants it to be considered a hobby when he plays with his joystick.
Kristin.
Yeah, talking about the haircut, I think that haircut should be called, like, with that face, who cares?
Jack.
Yeah, with that haircut, I think that haircut should be called a bruise over because it's covering all the bruises his stepdad gave him.
Ouch.
Literally.
Paul got lost at sea. He was his own flotation device. Let's see. I'm going to do one more. Paul watches the Titanic often. His family would never let go until they finally did.
I looked at that picture, and it reminded me to take my birth control, so thank you.
Jack.
I looked at that ruddy complexion and that goofy friggin' look on his face, and I just saw like a disabled kid that really deserved to get beat by his stepdad.
Ouch. Kristin.
You know how, like, some kids, like, peak in high school, some kids peak in college? This kid never peaked.
Ding, ding, ding. That's the round. You guys came out swinging, and I feel bad for him. Now we have to pay his therapy bills. So that's how this is going to work from now on. Wow. That was intense. Let's go down the line and meet our comedians. She doesn't care how she's introduced. Welcome, Kristin Seltman. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Kristin, how was that round for you?
It was fun. I like making fun of fat boys, so perfect.
Well, this was right up your alley then.
Exactly. That's what I live for.
Our next comedian is a writer and the star of With a Little Help with John Belushi. It's Jack Zullo. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba.
Hey, Brian, thanks for having me here.
Thanks for being here, Jack. How was that round for you?
I felt it was great. I just felt like I could have mined more information about this kid possibly being like a changeling baby just slipped in by the fairies.
Jack just got one more punch in, guys, after the round. That's like terms for disqualification generally, right?
Nice.
All right, and this last comic has over 10 million views on TikTok. Put your hands together for Freddy G. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba.
Hey, yeah, so happy to be here.
How was that for you? Was that
Oh,
therapeutic?
painful. It was painful because I was a fat kid. Also, you're letting your 3-year-old on a dinghy floating away? My dad once let me like have a ball float away, and we like acted like it was a big deal. And we had to go get the ball. It was like, you can't let your kid on a dinghy when he's 3. I was very disturbed by that. A lot of the details of that. My dad went into the lake and got my ball back the next day. He used a hula hoop and a rope as a lasso, and he got my ball back.
Oh, no, that's amazing.
Yeah, so good.
Jack or Kristin, have you ever had an experience where your father had to go fish your ball out with a hula hoop?
No, that's like pretty friggin' ingenious. I mean, my dad had to do other things to save my sorry ass, but a hula hoop and a rope sounds like that sounds like your dad was a cool cowboy.
It was it was the most riveting thing that had happened to me when I was 5.
Yeah, I can't say I have anything better. So you win. You win this round, Freddy.
Oh, wait, I got one.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, my dad, I loved the Love Bug. So my dad took a Matchbox car, like Herbie, painted it white, painted the stripes, and painted the little 53 on it to give me like a love bug. My dad hooked that up.
That's a good dad right there. Kristin.
Better dad, yeah.
I have a dad story. One time, me and my sister were taking a bath together. We were babies. This was not like last week. And my sister pooped in the tub, and my dad scooped it out with a fishing net.
Ooh, you guys have good dads. Are we all ready to roast ourselves? Oh. Kristin, are you ready to roast yourself?
Yes, I never stop.
Kristin, when you're ready, you may roast yourself.
Okay. So I don't know if you know which one, I can tell which one I am. I'm the little brunette. I'm the one that wanted to be 6 from Blossom real bad. It's amazing. It's over 20 years later, and I still have the exact same eyebrow shape. So that's cool. My mom and my sister, they look like they're going to a funeral of a doily. So this picture was taken shortly after I cut my sister's hair off because I was jealous because she was prettier than me. And she still is prettier than me in the picture, guys. After all of that, God, I just couldn't win. This is proof that my awkward, ugly stage has spanned decades. So that is fun. Also, if you can see my mom like holding my hand, she like there's no love in that handhold, right? Like, and also, I think that's the last time my mom ever touched me. So, and coincidentally, I think that's the last time anyone ever held my hand. All right, that's all that I had.
Give it up for Kristin, everyone. Kristin, do you have anything you want to plug?
Sure. Next Friday, I co-host and co-produce a show called the Zoom Room on Zoom with Jessica Rotundi. So if anyone wants to come and watch the Zoom show.
Nice. There's 2 Zooms and not 1 Zoom?
It's called the Zoom Room because like instead of like the Boom Boom Room, which is a room where people go to have sex in. I don't know if you've heard about this.
I have.
His dad has.
Oh, for his dad, it's every room. Well, it's his dad. So instead of people having sex, they're just going to be, I guess, like watching porn while our comedy show is on the TV.
No shame in that. All right. Our next comedian who's going to roast themselves is Freddy G. Freddy, are you ready?
Oh, sure. My act is pretty roasty, but then now I'm realizing we're roasting a specific photo. This was in November of 2012. I grew a mustache out. I raised no money. I also started, it's for November, right? I started the last 10 days of October, and I just kept going till everyone in the office made fun of me for having a cop stash. This is also what I looked like when I proposed to my wife, because I proposed a couple months later. I was horrifically out of shape. This is about 90 pounds ago at this point. And I was so out of shape when I proposed, I had to get down on both knees, which means I was literally begging her to marry me. I got down on both knees and I said, baby, I hope you'll marry me. But either way, can you help me get up? And it was good that I proposed because 2 weeks later, I got laid off from the job that I'm taking this picture at. So they got rid of me. Thank God I already locked her down at that point. And I gained even more weight. I got married on the fattest day of my life. It was on a rooftop in front of the Empire State Building. Like she was being attacked by a bright orange King Kong. Our first date we went and saw Annie. You can see, Annie, and everyone was giving me dirty looks during the entire first half. And so I had this, at intermission, I just sat up and said, I'm not the father, and everyone left me alone after that. Got this weird, the weird color. It's not a normal red, as you can see there. It's all shades of orange, especially there. I did some research about the actual color of my hair by going to a paint store. And according to Benjamin Moore, the actual color of my hair is pumpkin blush. That is also my stripper name. I'll give it to you. It's too much. I did one of those DNA tests. I got back 104% Jewish. Pretty weird because I hadn't sent them any DNA. I just asked if the price was negotiable. So my dad, the last one I'll give you guys, my dad, my parents did get divorced when I was 13, but it ends happily. They got back together right after I went to college, which means they were lying when they said it wasn't my fault.
Everyone give it up for Freddy! Freddy, good job. Anything you want to plug?
So there's this new app called Dive, and it's like TikTok, but it only lives. I'm doing an hour of stand-up every Wednesday at 8, so you can check that out. And then I have a live show in Queens on a week from Saturday, early August. But basically, just if you follow me on Instagram at Orange Freddy or any social media, I just plug things relentlessly. So if you follow me on any of those at Orange Freddy G Freddy with 2 D's and a Y, you'll see all my shows and all my jokes. I post a lot of jokes and stuff. So,
well, I will never download another app because a few days ago I accidentally downloaded alt-right Twitter.
Oh no! Oh, I've heard of that one. Yeah, this one's owned by the European Union, so it's good. Yeah, it's like European.
Okay.
Yeah, they actually care about privacy there.
Yeah, someone DM'd me or like, hey, bro, do you like the First Amendment? You should download this app. And I did. And then the only people on it were like Jared Kushner and a couple of other like Anthony Scaramucci. And I was like, this ain't the app for me.
You're like, I thought this was a pocket constitution. Whoops.
Yeah, whoops, not that.
People who love the First Amendment are just constantly saying things that piss people off.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, First Amendment, it's all right. Yeah.
All right, on to our final roaster for right now. Guys, put your hands together for Jack Zullo.
Well, you guys, I think this picture says it all. That's the 80s version of a faux hawk. And that's probably the best body I've ever had. What workout regimen was this kid on? Because I want to get back to that. Also, I'd like to introduce you to my last win. This is my last win in life, me versus the crab. But side note, I got to tell you, that's staged. That's a staged picture. That crab is dead. If the crab was alive, there's no way I would have been holding it. I was such a scared child. I mean, you can see the fear in my eyes. Like in that one, I'm holding a dead little crab. That is the littlest crab. I'm holding it. It's dead. I still look terrified. I swear. I mean, that stomach sticking out. I mean, I should have gotten used to it. It's all downhill from here, basically. This was like the pinnacle of my life. Is like the Jersey Shore, hanging out, no responsibilities, eating free food. Now, look at me. Look at this fucking face. Man, I got to tell you, you can see the bags under my eyes just starting when I was 3 years old. I mean, like age, just father time coming to get me right there. My skin's never looked better than this either. I mean, I got golden, beautiful skin. Now I'm starting to turn into like a warthog. I mean, you can't see my nipples, but I've got perfect nipples in this picture. Seriously, you see, there's no other crabs in that bucket. I mean, I'm so pissed. I feel like my parents. This kid really should have been set up against like 30 crabs. Kumite, see who wins. Maybe I would have turned out a little better. But I guess I'll finish with this. I mean, my teeth. I got a gap tooth, and now my teeth are all crooked. So I guess pre-braces was better than I got now. So that's me roasting me at 3 years old.
Give it up for Jack, everyone.
Yeah.
Jack, was that the last time you caught crabs?
Yeah, but only because I shaved the pubes now.
Jack, what are you plugging?
Man, I've been so active online during this. I guess I've been doing during the spring. I was doing monologues every night. Now I'm just doing them every Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. At my Facebook page, I do a live monologue or I sing a song. And my Facebook page is at Jack Zullo Acts Funny.
Nice.
So,
I love it.
Every Sunday night.
All right, guys, we're doing our last segment now. What this is going to be is I had Twitter roast this very nerdy picture of me in slide 5. I'm going to read about 15 tweets, probably too many tweets. No one wants to read 15 tweets. And I'm going to have each of you pick a favorite tweet. How's that sound?
I'm down.
All right. This is without kidding or joking, all joking aside, this was my first quote unquote headshot because I had no idea what a headshot was. And a casting director was like, hey, come do headshots. And this is what came out of it all. And I spent like $600 on this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to read some tweets. This one is from BSD Rivera, and he says, the face you make during school pictures when you get a text from your dad saying he found all your bestiality porn. Ouch. This one is from Mindy Haddock, and Mindy says, I would really like to insult you, but it looks like Mother Nature beat me to the punch. This one is from Johnny Wears a Mask. Thank you, Johnny, for wearing your mask. That's the shirt most 90-year-old men have a stroke in.
Oh.
Ooh. All right, this one is from Gift Horse Dentist, and Gift Horse says, I take minutes for my high school incel club.
That's good.
Seriously.
That one took me a second because I was like, why does Gift Horse do that? And I realized this is the caption for the picture. This is from Pete Stegemeyer, and Pete says, JFK had an easier headshot to look at.
Ooh.
I don't know. I feel like that one blew me away. This one is from Steve Kish, and Steve says, the sheer courage in posting this picture is enough.
Aw.
This one is from Girl Fury, and Girl Fury says, this looks like the picture kidnappers send to the parents to prove that the child is still alive.
Proof of life. Proof of life.
This one is from Paul, who we roasted earlier, guys.
Nice.
Paul is roasting me. And Paul said, this is the most handsome and charismatic man I've spoken to all day. There was no competition. Literally didn't speak to another man today. Thanks, Paul. This one is from Tiffany Blossom, and Tiffany says, I didn't know To Catch a Predator did headshots, ?
Seriously. Seriously.
We just got a few more guys. Jason Gore, a.k.a. Sonic Dork, says, it's like you went to JCPenney hair salon and asked for the Weezer. Ooey ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly. Christian Finnegan says, Ernest goes to the Iowa Writers Workshop. Ouch, Christian. Stephanie says, last time I roasted you about ironing your shirt. This time, iron your backdrop. Because if you look closely, the photographer didn't even have a ironed backdrop. This one is from Kristin Seltman. And Kristin says, if this didn't get you cast on SVU, then demand your money back. Fun fact, I have been cast on SVU.
As the creep or the victim?
Once as a courtroom reporter. This is from Dan Wicks. I don't understand what's wrong with this picture. Bill was my favorite character on Freaks and Geeks. I like that one. Oh, that was the last one. Yeah, give it up for Twitter.
Yay, Twitter.
Yeah, good job.
Do you guys have favorites? Kristen, let's start with you. Was there like one or two you really liked?
I really like Dan Wick's one. I really like him in general on Twitter. I also really liked Kristin Seltman's. I felt that was just right on and really good.
Wow. That one like hit the nerve at like the center, the core, however anatomy works. Yeah, those are the two winners so far, unless Jack has two better winners.
I like the one that said you had courage. You had courage posting that picture.
Thank you.
That is the most awful picture of anyone. Like, you were trying to get work out of that. I mean, I guess typecast, but that was tough. This one's tough.
I think we're going to lean to Kristen right now so far, unless Freddie has one that could up it all.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Let me just say a couple things on this. You got a bowl cut. Your shirt is magic eyes, but your eyes are anything but magic. Though I can't make fun of the glasses because I'm wearing the exact same glasses. So I guess I'm also a white Urkel. My two favorites, I know a lot of the people, so I didn't write down names. I wrote down just bestiality porn and incel club, and that will get me in trouble if the FBI finds this notebook.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to like take our stream down just for saying the word incel and bestiality on YouTube Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked all of these, and I think Kristen's wins because Kristen was originally a judge tonight, and I'm going to be a little nepotistic jerk right now.
Yay! I am so excited. I've never won anything before.
You won Twitter today.
Oh my God, that's amazing. My 12 followers will be psyched to hear it.
Guys, thank
Just
you
like
so
Jesus.
much. Yeah, Jesus had 12 followers. We are your 13 apostles. Is that how that works? I think so. I don't know. I failed out of Catholic school. I dropped out of confirmation class, and here we are now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Guys, we do this show every single week. Normally, it's a game show. Next time, it will be a game show. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a good night. Bye. All right, let me stop the recording. There it goes.
Oh, so fun.
Ba 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 ba.